Okay, enough time has gone by so that I feel confident that my buffer's been degassed. In order to release the vacuum, you always take the lid off or release it from one of the tubes before turning off the water. That's to make sure that the water doesn't back up into your sample. I typically take it off the clamp at this point because I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to mix it when I need to do that. And I add the things in the order that they're here. First, we've got SDS. We've got 300 microliters of 10% SDS. Very important that you don't add this before you degas because it'll just make bubbles. There's my SDS. I'm just going to put this over here. Give that a little bit of a mix. Okay. Next thing is the Temid. Next thing is the ammonium persulfate. We've got 150 microliters. I like to make ammonium persulfate at a 10% solution. We make them in a batch and then freeze them. Typically good for a couple of uses here. 150 microliters ammonium persulfate. There's that. Go ahead and put that in. Okay, swirl that around. Now the last ingredient will start the polymerization reaction. It's not necessarily a super fast reaction, but I don't want to stop at this point, so I want to move smoothly through, and I'm going to add 10 microliters of Temid. The Temid can be left at room temperature. Give her a little bit of a mix, and we'll get 10 microliters of my Temid. Okay, we'll put this in here. And now we'll go ahead and start the polymerization reaction. What I do next is I go back to the pipette that I had used originally and use that to fill up the space between the glass plates. Run it down one of the, in between the plates, filling it up. Really don't want any bubbles, especially if there are any trapped. Bubbles at the top are not a problem. I'll show you how to deal with those. You should have plenty of material here. Fill this up. Just enough. Oops. Fill it up to the line. Then what I do is I leave the remainder inside the pipette, and I leave this in the hood. That will be my gauge for knowing when the gel has polymerized. When the acrylamide has polymerized inside of the pipette, I'll know that this one is done. So I usually put this here, and you can rest it, clamp it here like that. That there. And then to finish off the top and to make sure that we have gotten rid of those bubbles, we'll use a little bit of 1-butanol, and I need my transfer. Here it is. I like to use glass pipettes whenever I'm handling organic solvents. Take the N-butanol and just put a layer of butanol across the top. That'll get rid of the bubbles and protect it from the air so that it can polymerize. This will take about 1 to 2 hours. After that point, I'll pour off the butanol, wash the top with water, and the gel can be stored in the refrigerator until it's ready to be used. Thank you.